How to find and discover new podcasts in 2018. Los Angeles, there are hundreds of thousands of podcasts to listen to, and finding them has gotten easier than ever, thanks to apps, the connected speaker and smart TVs and streaming boxes. Remember when we had to acquire podcasts by connecting the phone to the computer and syncing our subscriptions? Those days are long gone. Let's take a look at just how much easier it's become. If you have an iPhone, you'll want to start with the redesigned Podcast app, which has bolder visuals, but works the same way as always. Find stuff you like, click the subscribe button to add it to your portfolio, and go to the Listen Now section to play the latest. Android users should check out one of the many podcast apps, such as Stitcher or music apps like iHeartRadio and Spotify, which play all the latest shows as well. Amazon's Echo, Google Home and the new Sonos One smart speakers play podcasts too, but here the way you phrase your request is everything. Your first request could result in Alexa saying, "I don't know how to do that, so try again." Alexa, play the latest episode of The Joe Rogan Experience, may get you the result or may not. Trying Alexa, ask TuneIn to play The Joe Rogan Experience, might be more precise and successful. Remember that if you don't succeed at first, just keep trying until you get it right. And if you've got an Echo in the kitchen, go to the Amazon Alexa smartphone app and add the AnyPod skill. Sure, you can play the latest episode of anything on Alexa, as long as it's carried by TuneIn, Stitcher or iHeartRadio, but to play an older episode or to fast forward or rewind, that's a challenge. AnyPod is a great fix. It's an Alexa skill that once added, can change the way you listen to podcasts on the Echo. A skill, for those not initiated, is like an app, and to use it, you must learn to phrase things a certain way. But once you do, you'll get way more out of your podcasts. What you can do now with the Echo, play a specific podcast, and you'll get just the latest episode. What you can do with AnyPod, subscribe to a podcast, unsubscribe, list and or play your subscriptions, jump ahead 5 seconds or go backwards. To request a specific episode you'll need to know the numbering system of the show. Hint, they're listed for many shows within the title in iTunes. If that doesn't work, listen to Alexa say, "Here's episode 800 of The Joe Rogan Experience." Want to listen to a few shows back? Ask AnyPod to play episode 795. You can also ask AnyPod to play the previous episode or the oldest one. The key phrase in making requests to AnyPod is ask AnyPod to, for instance, subscribe or unsubscribe, or play a specific episode. Of course, with a streaming box like Roku or Apple TV that's connected to the television, you can listen to podcasts on the TV via the Apple Podcast app, on Apple TV, or music app like Spotify, TuneIn or iHeartRadio on Roku or Amazon Fire. Once you have the app, you can search for the podcast you want to listen to. And in the car, if you have Bluetooth and a smartphone, just pair the phone with your sound system, and you can listen to Talking Tech every day on your way to and from work. We certainly hope you will. Have questions about how to acquire podcasts? I'm at @JefferSonGram on Twitter and would love to hear from you. You can listen to the daily Talking Tech podcast on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Spotify or wherever you enjoy great podcasts. P.S. Get introduced to some great new podcasts by checking out this collection of crossover podcast episodes featuring many top hosts, including yours truly joining forces with Liz Dolan from I Hate My Boss at http://www.wondery.com.